You gotta correct your baby. You gotta correct your brother. You gotta show love to your brother. Not have hate towards your brother. And that's a commandment from the Lord that they don't teach you in the church.
I appreciate y'all, man, being out here delivering the message.
All praise to the Most High, man. For real, for real. Hey, brother. Hey, before we leave, brother, who are we, brother? That's right, brother. That's right. But Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, man. And this is what we out here for, man. Hey, to wake up the body of the dry bones, man. Hey,
take precepts, stay diligent. And once I built this army, so now we militant. Yahushua coming like a thief in the night. Gotta stay woke, gotta watch vigilant.
You know what I'm saying, to the truth, but they want to stay dead, man. You know what I'm saying? They want to just walk around. You know what I'm saying? They want to look, they want to stop for a second, see something, and then just walk away. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear who they are in these last days.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest. Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones.
So look, this is what we out here to do, man. We out here to prophesy upon these dry bones, man. Upon our people, man. That's out here walking up, down, to and fro during the Shabbat, buying and selling. You know what I'm saying? Hey, living this Babylonian lifestyle, man. And this is not our customs, man. This is not our lifestyle. We up here running up and down the street, jogging, buying, selling, eating and cooking and doing things on the Shabbat. We working and doing all these other things that's not profitable for us, man. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
So look, we out here trying to cause the breath of the Lord, to enter into these dry bones, man, so they can live. We trying to show them, that they gotta keep these commandments, that they gotta come up out of this world, that they gotta stop living this lifestyle, like, you know what I'm saying, like the heathen, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta stop doing these things. They gotta come up out of there because these is not your customs. We out here trying to show you what your heritage is. And your heritage is these laws, statutes, and commandments given to us by the Most High God. Read.
And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together.
See, look, so the bones that was all broken up, broken down, all up in the valley. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they started to shake. They started to come together, and they started to get flesh upon their bones. They started to come together and wake up, brother and sister. Brother and sister, I got some time to hear the words of the Lord, brother and sister. Esau's, start leading our people away from the word, man.
That's right.
So not today, guys. Yes, today. Stop being led by the damn heathen, man. Come up out of that. You see that? You know what I'm saying? And this is why our people are dead, man. This is why the Lord said, hey, we are the dry bones. Because we getting led to and fro by these damn devils, man. These damn devils that's walking up talking about some, not today, guys. Nobody ain't talking to you, Esau. Bring it out.
But there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind.
Prophesy who?
Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord God.
We out here to prophesy to the winds, man. Hey, to the lost tribes that's been scattered abroad, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here to prophesy to the children of Israel, man. To the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, the Cubans, the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Native American Indians, the Seminole Indians, the Colombians. You know what I'm saying? We out here to celebrate, we out here to prophesy to y'all, man. Hey, cause we was the ones that were scattered across the world, man. We are those winds, man. We don't, King.
Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live.
So look, man, hey, we are the slain. We the ones. Hey, our people are the ones that's the dry bones right now, man. That's in these hoods that's getting slain on the corners. You know what I'm saying? That's on the corners. Hey, strung out on drugs. Hey, our women. Hey, they all getting getting snatched up and getting raped and left for dead, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the ones that's been slain. We are the ones that get slain on camera. And Esau so damn proud to stand up like they do in the wilderness, man, where they slaughter a lion and they sit there with that proud, with their hand on their hip, with the gun like, yeah, I just killed the king of the jungle. And they out here killing us kings, man. And they out here killing our queens, our princesses, man. And us brothers is out here trying to show our people who they are in these last days, man. Prophesying to the four winds, the 12 tribes that have been scattered abroad, man. How y'all brothers doing?
Islam.
Y'all got some questions?
No questions, just listening to what you got to say, brother.
All right, can I ask you a question? What would your nationality be?
I'm a Moorish American.
You're a Moorish American?
Yes, sir.
You know what that term, you know what the word Moor means?
Has a bunch of different meanings. One could mean Spanish, one could mean dark skinned, and a couple other meanings as well.
Okay, you know the ideology that the Moors study?
The ideology, basically, so Islam is the first religious creed, and we are the natural man, the original man,
okay.
Over 100,000 years old.
Okay.
I ain't well professed in the science, but that's what I can tell you right now.
Okay, because look, I used to be a Muslim, right?
Okay. It's kind of synonymous, though. A Muslim and a Muslim is kind of synonymous. Muslim is the Western terminology. Mm-hmm. Muslim is Eastern.
So I was the Eastern. You know what I'm saying?
Nation of Islam.
No, I was Eastern, like Sunni Muslim. That's what I used to be. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But coming into this truth, you know what I'm saying? Coming into the understanding, you know what I'm saying? Coming in and seeing and being around, you know what I'm saying? People from that Eastern region, that they don't like our people. That them people listen to me.
They think we whitewashed. That's why.
Because they know who we are.
And we don't.
And we don't.
As a people, we don't.
The Lord, you know what the Lord called us? The Lord called us Israelites.
That's right!
That's what he called us. He didn't say we were Moor. He didn't say we were black. He didn't say we were African and American. Hey, the Lord said, hey, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, the Seminole and you are all Israelites.
That's right!
We are the 12 tribes that have been scattered abroad, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can somebody give me the book of Psalms 83? Psalms 83 and start at verse number 3. We all are. We that's by nationality, by who we are. Cause you know what I'm saying? A lot of our people try to discover the deep dark secrets of the earth. They want to know how far or what's at the bottom of the ocean, or how high can the sky is the sky. You know what I'm saying? They want to know how many stars there is. But that's not the biggest kept secret. The biggest kept secret is who the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are. These are the reason why that's exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is why America is trillions and zillions of dollars in debt. Because they spend so much money to keep us mentally enslaved and captive. You know what I'm saying? We run this economy. You know what I'm saying?
It's our labor that the debt is linked to.
Exactly. You holding that? You got that? 83 and 3.
Give me
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3.
Bring it out.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
So look, he said, hey, you listening, brother? He said, hey, who is the people that run this world? As a matter of fact, give me Job 9 and 24. You know what I'm saying? Who is these people that run this world right now? You know what I'm saying? Who is those ones that's up in those high-rise buildings in those secret meetings? You know who those people are? The pale skin, the Caucasians. You know what I'm saying? The wicked. And this is the Lord called them. Bring it out.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Bring it out!
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Into the hands of the righteous.
Into the hands of the wicked.
Into the hand of your friends.
Into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
See that? Look, he said he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Our true judge is Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach. He covered his face. You want this iconoclast period right here? As you can read about it in Revelations, the 14th chapter, about the real description of our Lord and Savior, the real description of our judge, who is Yahweh Shai. They changed his name into Jesus. That's not his name. His real name was a Hebrew name because he was a Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? From the seed of David. As you can read about in Hebrews 7 and 14. It's Yahweh Shai. That's Yehoshua is a new modernized Hebrew. But in the Paleo, which is the original, it's Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's the word. That's his name. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So finish reading that.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
The wicked have taken crafty counsel against our people. You know what I'm saying? Against the hidden ones. We are the ones that's hidden. We are the ones that don't know who we are. We are the ones that think that we, you know what I'm saying? We black, we Muslim, we Christian. Like we ask a brother or a sister, hey, what's your nationality? You know what they tell me? No, they say I'm Christian. Exactly. You see that? You see exactly. Because our people, according to Hosea 4 and 6, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They don't know who they are. If you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. You a slave. Hey, I heard from a so-called white man that the best slave is a slave that doesn't even know he is slave. You know what I'm saying?
The majority of them are the best slaves because neither of them slaves.
They're going to be soon. You know what I'm saying?
They are slaves.
You know what I'm saying?
They slaves to the United States government.
Hey, they run this government. Cause look, like finish reading that.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Hey, they said, so you know what they did? During the emancipation, you know what I'm saying? In 18, I think it was like 1860s and 1860s, when so-called Abraham Lincoln emancipated the so-called black people, say, I ain't gonna be slaves no more. You know what I'm saying? Hey, could you give me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48? Bring that out right quick.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out!
Therefore, shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. But he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So what people had a yoke of iron upon their neck? Us. If you look up yoke of iron on your phone, if you look up the yoke of iron on your phone, guess what's gonna pop up? A slave, an Israelite, us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what happens, right? You got a dog. Say you got a dog, right? See that? They don't teach it. Because they don't teach this in school no more. I asked a few brothers one time, do y'all know about this? Like, nah, I ain't heard about that. They heard about Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, all these pale-skinned people.
That's not even 5,000 years old.
Exactly.
Like there's a pinnacle. No.
Exactly. So look, let me ask you a question, right? If you got a dog, right, that every time you open up your front door, he shoots off running into the street. Every time he just shoots off running, pew, pew. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Shalom, brother. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna? Let me ask you a question. So, you listening? Shalom, brother. Excuse me. So look, we got that dog. Every time you open up the front door, he shoots out running to the front, to the street. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do for that dog? You gonna let that dog keep running out there, or you gonna get him a leash? All right, boom. Now you put that dog on the leash, right? Now every time he come outside, he shoots all running with that leash on his neck. And every time he gets to the right before he gets to the street, that leash just yoke him up. Every time. He just keep doing that for months, for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say years, but for months. 8 months, let's just say. He keep doing it. By that 9th month, you think he gonna keep running outside? Then he gonna just keep running to that street?
He gonna wait till his master walks him out.
Exactly. And then guess what? Guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna take that leash off of him. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, that's the same thing with us. They're gonna put a yoke of iron upon our neck until we are destroyed.
The yoke of iron is fear.
The yoke of iron is, hey, not just fear, hey, because fear is like reverence, you know what I'm saying? Hey, making us respect them, making us fear them, like literally fear them, making us dependent on them. You know what I'm saying? Because he said,
that's why they destroyed Black Wall Street.
Exactly.
The minute that they discovered that we wouldn't need them, they couldn't handle it because without us, they die. We can live without them. They cannot live without us.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly, because we are the salt of the earth. Hey, what is meat?
That's right.
Hey, what is meat without seasoning? Would you eat chicken with no flour on it?
Absolutely.
No seasoning?
Absolutely not.
Hell nah. You don't want it. You're gonna spit it out. So that's us. We the salt of the earth. We make everything better. We run we make sure this world keep moving, keep spinning, keep going around, whatever they want to say. That's us. Bring that out one more time from the top. Deuteronomy 28 and 48, and still hold that. I got you. Bring it up.
Therefore, shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Hold on. He said he's gonna serve your friend.
Therefore, shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee. In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
Snips.
In hunger.
August.
In hunger.
Save-A-Lot.
In hunger.
Walmart.
In hunger. And in thirst.
Amarin.
And in thirst.
Who else want to vote? Spire.
And in thirst.
Ice Mountain.
And in thirst. And in nakedness.
And in what?
And in nakedness.
Cotton.
And in nakedness.
Gildan.
And in nakedness.
H&M.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. And what else?
And in want of all things.
I need a birth certificate.
And in want of all things.
Passport.
And in want of all things.
Social security card.
And in want of all things.
TurboTax.
And in want of all things.
So look, you say you're gonna serve your enemy in nakedness. You know what I'm saying? And hunger.
As a slave.
And thirst.
That's a slave.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna put that yoke of iron upon your neck until you've been destroyed. So now, all you gotta do now, you're gonna, hey, no matter what you do, you're gonna rely on this so-called, you're gonna rely on your enemy, or the wicked, which is the so-called white man. And these other nations who put you in captivity. Exactly, Stockholm Syndrome. Finish reading that.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Who?
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
I thought we was black.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
I thought we was Moors and Muslims.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
That Confederate war is a group of people who grouped up and fought for something that was illegal. You know what I'm saying? They fought for that. They fought for, you know what I'm saying, they was basically fighting to make to keep segregation, to keep people slaves, to keep slaves.
See, they want to play the game of segregation, but they really need us to sustain their life.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know what they did during that Confederate War? They killed over like 200 something soldiers. You know what I'm saying? You know how long it took them? It took them to July 4th, what they call Independence Day, when America so-called became an independent state. You know, they took the last body that we buried was on July 4th, and the so-called white man, he saw that and he turned that into our day of mourning. He turned it into their celebration and called it 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Independence Day.
All of these lying-ass holidays.
Yeah.
One of my friends. Memorial Day. They copied off of us. Memorial Day.
And then what they do? Give you Black History Month to put in your face to tell you, look, you know what I'm saying?
Backdoor bragging.
This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King. What happened to Martin Luther King? He got shot. What happened to Malcolm X? He got shot. What happened to Marcus Garvey? He got deported. What happened to to all these other brothers and sisters that came up and led our people? Huey and Huey. You know what I'm saying? Huey Lewis.
Killed or they disappeared.
They just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? They used this month to put in your face.
See, Marcus Garvey was building ships to take all of us back.
See that? And look, you know what they do? They slap you in your face with like, hey, here go Black History Month. Hey, here go Juneteenth.
The shortest,
you know what I'm saying?
the shortest
you know what
month
they
of
do?
the year.
You know what they do? Even in Juneteenth, that's what they do. They put a homosexual holiday in Juneteenth to make, guess what? Because they want our men to be homosexuals now.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they want to destroy us at the genitals by making us have sex with people with the same kind.
Everything they do is try to slow down our reproduction.
Exactly, because they say
we outnumber them already.
Because they said what? They are confederate, and that's against the law of the Lord. That's against the law. You know what I'm saying? Because the law said, hey, you can't be a homosexual. You can't eat pork. You can't eat and do things to defile your temple. They doing things they made you do. They was confederate. They made you do things that was against the law, and they vote for that.
They got you eat 3 times a day. You're eating pork, and then
you're eating crab. You're eating shrimp. You're eating lobster. You're eating roaches. You're eating spiders. You're eating scorpions. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord, you're eating bottom feeders. You're not supposed to be eating these things. This is why people die from chronic illnesses like high blood pressure, diabetes, what else? Heart attacks and strokes. You know what I'm saying? Our people are dealing with obesity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Too bad. They getting gout, their legs and knees getting fat, they can't walk. You know what I'm saying? Because they got gout. You know what I'm saying? But finish reading that. Yeah, I got you.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom.
Where y'all reading from, brother?
We reading from the King James Version.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 1611 edition with the Apocrypha.
Gotcha.
So look, you see this? It said the tabernacles of who?
Gentile.
The tabernacle of Edom. Moab.
Moab. Hold up, you see Moab on there? Hold up, Salaki.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Hold on.
You see Edom on there? You know what I'm saying? And who else?
And the Ishmaelites.
Ishmaelites. Who are the Ishmaelites? Arabs. Islam. Rock worship. That's idolatry. Give me the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 64. Read.
The Ishmaelites of Moab.
Moab. The ones that over here eating bat soup, Turk soup, got over here chopping down cat, rat, and dog into the daggone, cause they, aren't the Chinese people in the hood? Are they in the hood?
Yeah.
Are they struggling in the hood with us? No. What they doing in the hood?
Getting rich.
Getting rich. Are the Arabs in the hood?
Getting rich.
They getting rich. They got they doing some type of show up there at Hollywood Beauty. The Arabs, they got some type of cookout going on. Open up their new store right across the street from their old store. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever noticed they on the corner of every Israelite neighborhood?
Yep.
They keep poor Israelites home.
Yep, they got home. They got a church on the corner, and right next to that church, they got a liquor store. You know what I'm saying? And then right next to that liquor store, you got a restaurant. You got bums out there begging for change. You gonna say you got our women out there selling their ass. You got our men out there selling drugs and killing each other. You know what I'm saying?
Just what they want.
If you look up this word in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the word ghetto, it says where the Jews reside. You know what I'm saying? That's where we reside at. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no other nation, that's exactly what it say. You know what I'm saying? In the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the word ghetto means where the Jews reside. That's redlining right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't go to no other neighborhood out there in the county where, you know what I'm saying, as soon as something happened, a daggone pin could drop, the police gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? I hear gunshots outside my window every night. Dude just let off a whole Mac 10. Just let it off. I didn't hear no sirens. I didn't hear any. You know what I'm saying? Nobody pulled up. Then, it was a whole shootout in front of my house. Dude come outside at 2 o'clock in the morning, shoot in the air. Somebody drive by shooting at him. Guess what? Did any police show up? No. This is the red line. That's what they want us to do.
So let me ask you a question, brother.
What's that?
How can I get in contact with you? Yeah. Okay, you got a YouTube channel?
Yes. So look.
Follow you on Instagram and Facebook.
Let me read this one curse for you right quick. Because how did the so-called black people get over here? You believe in prophecy, right? Because you said, you know what I'm saying, Islam, you know what I'm saying, but Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, which is a man-made religion, if you can see over there, Islam, was made by the so-called white man. In the hadith, it tells you that whoever says that the messenger of Allah is black should be killed. That's what it said in the hadith. You can look it up. It's in the Al-Baqarah. It say that. You know what I'm saying? Give me that. Because how did the so-called black people get over here? What form of transportation did they steal us from our country?
Well, first of all, contrary to common belief, we was already here.
Some people.
Because according to my studies, the Moors had already traveled this whole globe and they already inhabited this land.
Oh yeah, all of our people had this land, but it was the ones from West Africa. You know what I'm saying? Because they did, because you know about the slave trade, right? You know what I'm saying? Because this did happen.
Oh, no doubt.
How did the American, the so-called African and Americans get over here?
That way.
That way. What is that way?
Slave trade.
The slave trade, and they was like what, boats, right? And this is something you believe in prophecy, right? Something that is foretold that came to pass, and these words were foretold 2,000 more years ago. You know what I'm saying? Before this came to pass. Bring it up. This is Moses. Moses, the one who freed the Israelites, right? From Egypt. You know what I'm saying? For 400 years of captivity. Moses did this. You know what I'm saying? And he's told the Israelites in the wilderness through the commandment of the Most High that, look, give the Israelites these commandments, and if they live by them, they will be blessed. But if they don't live by them, they will be cursed. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to bring this out right quick. Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out!
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said Egypt. You know what I'm saying? What was the Israelites doing in Egypt? Give me Exodus 20 and 2, right quick, so we can find out what the Israelites were doing in Egypt.
The matter is, we inhabit this whole globe. So under my Moor science, 7 represents that 7 means a lot of things. One of them is 7 continents of this earth.
The 7 in the Bible is according to completion. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Israelites, you know what I'm saying? Israelites were here. You know what I'm saying? The Lord called us Israelites. You know what I'm saying? He called us, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites. From before Christ, after Christ we became Jews. You know what I'm saying? All the way down, we've been called these derogatory proverbs and bywords, but now in these 2000s and up, we are now remembering ourselves again.
At the end of the day, we just told the people.
Bring that out right quick.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
That's what the Israelites was doing in Egypt for 400 years.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of freedom.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of doing whatever you want.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of home of the free, home of the brave.
Out of the house of bondage.
That's it. So that's what the Israelites was doing in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? We were slaves. So if I tell you, right, well, if you say you come down here on Washington, you know what I'm saying, every weekend, right? And every weekend that they come down here, you hear somebody's car getting broken into, people getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? People getting robbed on a mass scale down here on Washington. You know what I'm saying? And somebody be like, okay, let's go down Washington. What you gonna think? What you gonna think if somebody actually go down Washington? What's gonna happen to you? It's a setup. You know what I'm saying? So imagine the spirit that the Israelites was in when Moses was telling them that you're gonna go into Egypt again. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Slavery.
Into Egypt again with ships.
What?
With ships.
On a boat.
With ships.
On a PT cruise.
With ships.
On a camel.
With ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You ain't gonna know where you're from. You ain't gonna know your culture. You ain't gonna know your nation. You ain't gonna know your Lord. You ain't gonna know, you know what I'm saying, the customs that you kept. You ain't gonna know anything, the food. You ain't gonna know where you're from. You know what I'm saying? Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
What happened when we got off them ships? We got sold. You know what I'm saying? What's your last name, brother? Young. The Young Plantation. Williams Plantation. You know what I'm saying? What's your last name? Robertson Plantation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the reason why we got last names because this is our last captivity. Before see that? Exactly. We ain't had no last name. You know what I'm saying? Our name, our only name was Israel. You know what I'm saying? And the name that our father gave us. You know what I'm saying? Because the brother just said it was a so-called white man that worked at the plantation with him named Young. And he got the same last name as him. So who's to say you could have been, your ancestors could have been one of the slaves to his people? That's what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Look, brother, I can chop it up with you all day, but listen, man.
Look,
I appreciate it, man.
so let me ask you this question, brother. Every Saturday, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
If all the things that I just brought out the Bible, you know what I'm saying, happened to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who the Lord called Israelites, would we still be black people or would we be Israelites? That's right. That's what we out here to do.
That's right.
This right here, school only tell you what happened 400 years ago before slavery. They don't tell you. They don't tell you what happened before that.
It's because they came. They're only 1,500 years old. We over 10,000 years old.
Exactly. The so-called white man was only made by what? Probably like 500, 800 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And they what you call are cancer. They are cancer. This is why they gentrified.
That's right.
They made everything. They're like how, like what Malcolm X said. I don't even like my coffee with cream in it. Cause
yet choose Israel.
They choose who?
And we'll yet choose Israel.
They're gonna choose the whole world.
And we'll yet choose Israel.
Choose Christianity.
And we'll yet choose Israel.
Choose Islam.
And we'll yet choose Israel. And set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
See them strangers over there?
That's right.
They is slaves. They will be. They're gonna cleave to the house of Jacob. They're gonna cleave to the Israelites when the Most High come and give them salvation. Cause they're gonna want to be. You see them right there? Them heathens. They're gonna be cleaving to us in these last days.
Right.
I mean, they doing it now, low key.
Low key. Cause they know that these days is coming and rain this out. And I'm gonna let you go with this one. I'm gonna or if you got time, the brother can further edify you.
So,
Bring it up.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
To who?
Unto himself. Above all people.
Not the same level as all people.
Above all people.
Same level as the so-called white man.
Above all people. Thou have won the face of the earth.
That's it. See that? The Lord said, and he chose us to be above all people. He said, we are holy people. We not the same. Because he said we holy, meaning guess what? We are set apart. We are separate. We are not the same as all people. You know what I'm saying? Now can I leave you with a few commandments? Alright. Can I you see what what is like if you look at brothers like their attire, what does brothers have in common? And their attire. Even the sisters. Look at the sisters.
most of them have headpieces.
Headpieces. But look at the brother's shirts.
Oh, okay.
These are what you call, my brother, fringes. You know what I'm saying? This is a commandment in the Bible. You know how Muslims, you know what I'm saying, they wear the kufis on their head? You know what I'm saying? That's off. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord didn't tell us to wear kufis on our head. He told us to wear fringes and teach and put fringes on the borders of our garments from our generation to the next generation. Because that's your generation, right? You know what I'm saying? The seed starts with the man. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to start from generation to generation to generation. Bring that out.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speaking to the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
Just for that generation.
Throughout their generation. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a blue ribbon of blue.
The ribbon of blue is on the fringes of brothers' shirts. You know what I'm saying? A ribbon of blue, read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and to do them. And to do them.
Not doing.
And to do them.
To do them. So when you thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Because I even seen Muslims, when they wanted to eat pork, you know what they did? Take that kufi off, put it in their back pocket. When they wanted to smoke weed, they took off their robe, put it to the side, and they roll up that blunt. But these right here, these fringes, oh no, ain't no taking these off. Because guess what? It's not just here, it's right here. Because this is what's gonna remember. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna remember in your head, your spirit, you're gonna be conflicted.
That's right.
When you thinking about smoking that weed, you're gonna be conflicted. You're gonna be cut. Like you're gonna be like, even though you take off your shirt, it's still right here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be conflicted like, damn. I shouldn't be doing that. You're gonna be feeling bad. You're gonna feel like you ever felt like you know that feeling when you do something wrong to somebody? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel like that. You're gonna feel like that because the Most High is watching. His commandments and his friendship is on your heart. It's in your mind. You know what I'm saying? These are just it's a physical reminder that when you go out in the world, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, I'm an Israelite. And I gotta be a certain way because guess what? I'm not the same as them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the same as all these other people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we might have the same skin color, but are you the same as an African? Africans sold us into slavery.
That's right. That's right! That's why they come over here and don't even fool.
They don't even like us. They call us akatas. You know what an akata is? Cotton picker. That's what they call us. Because when we got over here, we what? Pick cotton. That's what they call us. We akatas to them. You know what I'm saying? Give me.
I got time for one more.
Yeah, that's Leviticus. Give me Leviticus 19 and 17. Because if brothers did this one thing, but our community will be the greatest community, bro. If our brothers did this one thing, they not do this one thing. I'm gonna let Dewar read this one. Bring it up.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
He said what?
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Let him do whatever the hell he want.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Hey, see him doing wrong. Hey, see him doing the wrong thing, and don't warn him and don't advise him. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer him upon sin. And not suffer sin upon him.
So look, you know what I'm saying? We should not. You see this every day in our community. Brothers hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Brothers thinking about all day about how you're gonna murder your brother, how you're gonna sleep with your brother's wife. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get over on your brother and finesse him. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna if brothers did this one thing, you know what I'm saying? You see a brother going wrong, or you see a brother going down a straight path, rebuke him. Rebuke in the Bible means to correct him. Like, look, hey, come on, I see you falling short, man. Come on, pick yourself up, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you feel short. Come on, get up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, correct him when you see him going wrong. Don't you correct your son if you see him going in the wrong path? You know what I'm saying? Hey, your son might come to you and ask you for some help. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Dad, I'm kind of conflicted about something. I need your advice. You know what I'm saying? Some kids can't even do that because their parents just allow them to just do wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So, and he said, if anywise rebuke thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Hey, rebuke him, correct him, and don't suffer him to sin. And sin, according to the Bible, according to 1 John 8, is transgression against God's laws. You know what I'm saying? That's what sin is. You know what I'm saying? If you see your brother or something, hey, trying to sleep with another man's wife, hey, tell him don't do that. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do that, brother. Hey, because that man could get upset and he could kill you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother, hey, don't rob that store, brother. Come on, I got a job for you. Hey, I'm gonna go with you to fill out these job applications. Come on, let's do it the right way. Let's start a business or something. Hey, brother, don't sell them drugs, brother. You know what I'm saying? That woman, she could be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? This is, hey, you ruining our community. Don't do that, brother. You know what I'm saying? You gotta correct your baby. You gotta correct your brother. You gotta show love to your brother. Not have hate towards your brother. And that's a commandment from the Lord that they don't teach you in the church.
I appreciate y'all, man, being out here delivering the message.
All praises to the Most High, man. For real, for real. Hey, brother. Hey, before we leave, brother, who are we, brother? That's right, brother. That's right. But Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, man. And this is what we out here for, man. Hey, to wake up the body of the dry bones, man. Hey, to put that breath of life into him, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we out here to do. All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, but with that, Kubi Yashua.